Alright guys, best of 3 action, GNL Season 16. In the bottom left, we have the blue human, Meanman. And in the top right, we have the yellow orc. Going blade shop first. It is Baclkprisme, and this is a roughly 700 to 800 MMR. Maybe a little bit less. We've seen Meanman before. And pretty much standard for him with Archmage and stuff opening. So we're getting Blade, early shop, and a late barracks. Which is not your standard opening with the burrow all the way in the back. Now we can understand at this MMR trying to protect your burrows, but this burrow is so way back that it will not defend anything here. The shop, nor the barracks. Maybe he's trying to build another burrow here, we'll see. And in that case, we might see a lot of tier 1 grunts. Maybe he's going to delay his tech. But Meanman, pretty standard. 3 farm opening. Pulled the boys. He's going to go do the green camp. Water elemental. And you don't see Blade too often against human. Just kind of runs off. Especially against breakers and all that stuff. We'll see if Baclkprisme can come by. Maybe put some pressure down. Maybe steal something of importance here. But nothing's injured. A really decent job by Meanman creeping. Windwalk's going to expire. Extra footy. Why? Oh. He tried to attack his town portal. Definitely was a mistake. I think his intentions were probably to sell it earlier on, but that's not how you sell it. You don't sell it by attacking it. And can he get the creep jack here? Windwalk's about to expire. Okay, gets the 40 crit. Gets the trapper. Might get a footy here. Alright, gets a footy. Taking a lot of damage here. And Windwalk doesn't expire, but he comes out of it. Maybe get the elemental, get some experience. Grunt does. I mean, not too shabby. Meanman, his tech is advanced. It's a little further ahead than Baclkprisme. Invest in his speed scroll immediately. Now his salve and his heal is going to get cancelled. And then he wasted mana on a Windwalk. So now, Blade's working down on the Archmage. Taking a little bit of damage. Cast a water elemental. Bit of a scrappy game to open. More footies coming out. Yeah, you can just watch it run his Archmage around here. Let the grunt take damage. As soon as he leaves, go finish this. And normally your arcane tower, you want it somewhere around here. Needs to put down maybe an arcane vault to heal. Behind, getting War Mill. There's that extra burrow we were talking about. And there's another one over here.
A player's forces are under attack.
So let's see what Baclkprisme moves into. Perhaps he's going to move into Wind Riders. I've been seeing a lot of that lately from all MMRs. Just like that Blade, quick, double bestiary Windwalkers. In fact, there's a gentleman on W3C named Kevin who often goes Blade or Farseer, quick tech into triple bestiary Wind Riders. And if it's Farseer, he gets a Firelord second. Gets the grunt. Level 2. Blade's really low. Oh no. 56 life. TPs. And this is actually looking very good for Meanman. Forces him to use the TP. Shadow Hunter coming. Brute Strength. So the other tech buildings. It's just grunts at the moment. Yeah, Anonymous. There's a guy on W3C. Goes triple bestiary, Farseer, Firelord into Wind Riders. No, he didn't need to TP here. Obviously, he could have kept running. He also could have left maybe a 0.5 seconds earlier. But that's part of learning. Figuring out what to do, what not to do. Invests in a windwalk. Goes after the Archmage immediately. And he's really soaking up the windwalks here.
Player's forces are under
He's got a speed scroll. 40. Okay, uses it now. Plus the Archmage has a TP, so not the end of the world. Not ideal, but he's doing a great job running away. Speed scroll expires. And look at this Archmage. Meanman. Run back into your base. Excellent job lowering the blade into the arcane. And MK is out with a bolt. And now he does not have enough for a windwalk. He might die here. If the MK keeps up, another bolt. Here it is. It's coming. Here it is. Oh my goodness. It's dead. Nice job by Meanman. Knows the distance, knows the reach. Chase down the blade, and behind us, no other tech buildings aside from Sanctum, Priest coming out, Rifles coming out. This is looking like a pretty good game for Meanman. Raiders now for Baclkprisme, rebuilding his blade. Shadowhunter grunts in the middle.
player's forces are under attack.
Gaunts plus strength, and probably should do this. See if you can get some decent items. Shadowhunter's creeping up. Losing my... And what's the game plan behind this? Meanman knows what he's doing. Baclkprisme's kind of winging it. He's got his burrows placement all around. This is pretty easy to get sniped. He's going Runt Raider. And against casters... Rifles...
Forces are under attack.
It's not going to do too much, especially Meanman's quite a bit ahead, even though he's supply blocked at the moment. Definitely missing a farm here. Shadowhunter coming on this side, doing the green camp. What you want to do, for the most part, you want to steal camps from your opponent. And now Meanman, he's heading to the other side of the map, and he's going to do the same thing. This is the current GNL match between Meanman and Baclkprisme, which we're grabbing off Flow. So they probably just finished the series. It was supposed to start now, but they started a little bit earlier. So we're just casting it off of Flow, as if it's live. TP. There's a bolt on the Shadowhunter. Does have bash. Oh, Hex on the MK. X on the MK. He's getting pillage. Looks like it's just grunts and raiders. Maybe that's the game plan. The game plan is to sack his base constantly and just farm gold off of it. Yeah, grunts, and he's getting damage upgrades.
Forces are under attack.
Well, Meanman's got Sorks, he's got Priest. He's got Boots of Speed on the MK. Probably should pass the Claws over and the +3 ring to the MK and Claws to the Archmage. Ideally. Belt of Giant Strength +6. Nice item for the blade.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Thanks for the follow, buddy.
Player's forces are under attack.
Portable. In the Discord and following on YouTube. If you guys haven't followed him, you should definitely give him a follow. He streams. Got a lot of new streamers coming out. So here we do. Shop. Baclkprisme's coming to follow as well. Don't give us any spoilers, please.
Baclkprisme just followed.
Thanks for the follow, Baclkprisme. So here, Meanman had an opportunity to buy a TP and an invul or heal scroll, and he didn't. That's definitely something you need to get into the habit of doing. Super dangerous, especially with a blade and Shadowhunter second with Hex. Like, you can snipe down the Archmage so easily. with Ensnare, with Hex, with Windwalk. Baclkprisme's 2-2 against 3-3, trying to put down an Expo. This is a tier 2 Expo. Doesn't get it up, and he's going straight tier 3. Now, Kodo's coming out, Raiders. You definitely don't go tier 3 unless you plan on using tier 3. I guess you weren't first there, Rainer? Yeah. So this is what we were talking about with the base build with the burrows. This is not an ideal spot for your burrows. They're largely unprotected, and there's no reinforced defenses, which you need desperately, especially against human. Blade's gonna die. Oh, that's a dead Blade. Shadow Hunter taking all the abuse from the rifles here. And like we were saying earlier, Grunt Raider against Human Caster Army is not going to cut it. But GG. Hey, Baclkprisme. No spoilers, no spoilers. That was game 1. You're on a 5-stream streak. Somewhere you lost your longer stream streak. That's happened to me too. I think Hyperreal has the longest one. If you ain't first, you're last. Raiders are best at picking off units on the map and base trading, occasionally hero kill. Let's get into game 2. So I did have the booster. I downloaded it. It worked for a period of a day and stopped working again. So we're back to the standard observer mode. Don't hold it against me. All right, guys. In the top right, we have the blue human, Mr. Meanman. And in the bottom left, we have Baclkprisme, the yellow orc. So right off the bat, Meanman, we've seen him play before. He's pretty good for his MMR. He probably should be a little bit higher MMR. He knows what he's doing. He kind of lacks on the micro and decision making and that kind of stuff. But he has the basic concept down, a base layout for the most part. You know, don't put your arcane here, put it like here or put it there, and army composition, all that stuff. Baclkprisme, I think. I mean, he has the basic ideas and mechanics, but in terms of base layout and just general purposes of army, what to do, considering based on the last game, he's got a little bit of work to do. Thanks, Williams. Zog. Was that banned or moderated? That's a bit weird, eh? The auto mod. Okay, we're getting Farce here. I like this from Baclkprisme. And sometimes when I play Orc, I will go Farseer Grunt opening into Headhunters. Or sometimes, depending on the map, I will skip the barracks, see what's going on, or get a late barracks for Headhunters later because I'm not planning on creeping right away. And a lot of times I will skip the second burrow and just go one burrow into tech, and you can get 2 headhunters out for the most part. So it really depends on the map. It really depends on your opponent, how much pressure you put down. Farseer comes out. So if he's going to run through the middle, I would say about here, just to be safe because on the red camp, cast your wolves. I mean, it should be about halfway here. But cast your wolves here so your mana can start regenerating by the time you get there. You're not going to make it. Maybe get an injured militia. And behind this, looking at Baclkprisme. So, I mean, the headhunters are not going to get there in time to make significant impact. So here you could take the wolves, put them on the archmage immediately. I mean, you're not going to necessarily kill the footy, but that's a really good pick off. Still taking a little bit too much damage, but that was a really good pick off. Trying to kite and get that footy. The only problem is by stopping and trying to kill this footy constantly, he's taking a boatload of damage on the Farseer. And you definitely don't want to give this as experience. You want to run these wolves away. Or recast them. Nice job by Baclkprisme. Headhunter's coming. Tech started. And he's going to need a shop immediately. Which looks like he's going to do that now. There it is. So this is already a better start by Baclkprisme. And probably not going to get the arcane here, but could get a militia, could get a peasant. Excellent job. You can leave the wolves here. You can back out with the Farseer and the Headhunter. That's what he's doing. This is already that much better from Baclkprisme because you could do more with Farseer. With the blade, it's super tough. Humans often wall off, so you're not going to get in there with the Blade Master. And the only thing you can do is creepjack, but at some point, this is not going to work. And he's killing the peasants. That's 3 peasants already. Can he get another one? This is great. Great job by Baclkprisme, and they're about to expire too. Nice job. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for this, you go creep here. You don't need to wait for this. You can go creep with the wolves. You don't need for the salvage. You can come back and get it. Meanman's going to get level 2 here. And tech is about almost 50% for both players. Level 2 it is. Yes, but then you have to build an extra peon. And then you're trapped. So it's not exactly the best thing to do.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now he's creeping up a storm. He gets his level 2. And so Meanman's going for this creep camp, but this is largely ignored. Like, you generally don't run down here to take this. Probably should take this camp. And you got Spike Barricade. I like the early spikes by Baclkprisme. Really good against defending against footies from sacking your base. Tier 2 is finished. Yeah, but the bait doesn't often happen. And Headhunter's taking too much damage here, but pulls him back a little bit too far. Can recast wolves, hasn't. This one's taking too much damage. Gotta recast your wolves. Loses the Headhunter. So you want to limit the amount of units you lose to creeps. You want to lose no units to creeps, right? And that was the poison makes this very, very costly in terms of healing up. So coming across, looks like he's going to continue to creep here. And so Meanman just literally ran around the map. He went all the way here, all through to do this. Generally, you don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, so and in terms of this camp here, the Purge Null and the Poison one you want to get rid of as quick as possible. The big guy could just stand there and attack wolves, it's fine. MK's out. The MK alone, right here, with a couple of militia, he could do some damage. A couple bolts. And in fact, Meanman should probably be focusing down the Headhunters with the bolts. So now he's chasing. And here comes a Shadow Hunter with the Hex. That's a nice catch. Good, another Hex and he's dead. Oh, it doesn't even need it. Nice job. Hex on the Archmage. And so he could be picking off these Headhunters, but he's not doing it. He's hero focusing. He could kill all the Headhunters. Look at Baclkprisme. Being super kills the Archmage. Nice job. Great job by Baclkprisme. And Meanman just fumbled his army, fumbled his MK, and fumbled that fight because he could have killed a bunch of Headhunters there and he didn't. So both heroes are dead. Both heroes are dead. And Baclkprisme, he creep. He can do this. Not Headhunter first. You don't want to go in with injured units like this. You want to pull back these units. Let the wolves take the damage. And then from here, buy heal scroll. If you can afford it, buy an invul. Gets level 2. What's the item? Wand of Illusion. Honestly, the Wand of Illusion here, you could sell it. You can sell it, you can invest in more items. You can even get scroll protection if you really wanted to, but there are priests. There's no dispel yet. Meanman is creeping up the lab. Farseer Illusion's coming in. So already Baclkprisme's having a much better game. He's got a Headhunter trapped here, so base layout's super important so this doesn't happen. Let's get another one that's idle, and he's getting Spirit Walkers, which is not a bad thing. You can get Torrent into it. Oh my goodness, exactly. Use the Greater Heal. Oh, he doesn't use the Greater Heal. That's a big mistake by Meanman. And his Priest for idle in the back. Can get the Priest. Can snipe them. There we go. Snipes a Priest. And I'm telling you, Baclkprisme, it looks like he's got this game in the bag. Bearing no mistakes. He's got to pull back these units one at a time. Boom, 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 not to lose them. Level 4 Farseer. There you go. Pulls ones back. Pull it more, pull it more. Okay, loses that Headhunter. It's not the end of the world. But you can easily snowball. Headhunters are really squishy. And you just micro them back like this. Boom, 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 boom. Got a little bit of mana. Bull's doing damage. Level 3. It's got heal and hex. And it's GG. Meanman has left the game and we're 1-1. You failed your rally point there? Yeah, and they got trapped, yeah. Yeah, the Blade Mirror can work, but Blade in general, you just go Farseer against human. Like generally, just all your MMRs should go Farseer. You get pressure, you get Headhunters. You get level 1 doesn't matter, level 2 doesn't matter. You get your tech. You know, that kind of pressure, that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, guys. Game 3, GNL action, season 16. In the top left, we have the blue human, the Meanman, and in the bottom right, we have the yellow orc, Baclkprisme. So, Mr. Baclkprisme, if you're going Farseer first, there's a couple options, but against human, I think ideally you can take your altar. You want a quick Farseer, you build it here. And your burrow, you build it there. If you want a little bit more room on here, and we'll do a little bit different. You can build your altar here. You can build your burrow here. You can build your barracks here, and then you can flex in between that. Sometimes I do it just to get a Farseer out a couple of seconds quicker. The Hammerfall is a little bit weird for base building. Yeah, the Hammerfall is a little bit weird. So if you're going Farseer, you want it a little bit quicker. You could put altar, burrow. You could put altar, burrow, barracks. Sometimes I like against Night Elf, like this. I like doing this, and then I could put like my barracks here and then my shop here. A lot of people like. I tried it recently. I tried to put my shop in the back recently, but it made things too difficult. Anyway, we're getting barracks opening. Maybe a grunt. Maybe. But I think what he did last game worked really well for him with the Headhunters. And behind this, pretty standard for Meanman. It's getting 3 farm opening. Archmage. We haven't really seen Fast Expo from Meanman. And against Farseer, you stay win-based tech. Should definitely get an early arcane against Farseer. Nice job there. At least your peons will be here to repair and jump in. Here comes the Farseer. Goes for the Archmage immediately, which is what he should do. Now here you can take your Farseer and run away. Stop taking too much damage. Because he's just making you chase. Right? Take like the wolves do the damage, you run away. Maybe you do what you did last time and pick off a peasant or militia. Don't run into the base like this. This is super bad for you.
A player's forces are under attack.
And don't TP because it's not worth it. Wolves chasing the Archmage. The peasant baited you in, yeah. Never base dive. Just send your wolves in. If he's not around, you can stand at the edge and attack. But for the most part, take your wolves, let it attack the Archmage, move your Farseer out of the way, let him chase you. He'll take damage. Make sure none of the wolves die against the Archmage. And when they start getting targeted, you move them out of the way. Recast them when you can. And then, like, you know, if he's creeping this with militia, you do what you did last time. You send in the wolves, you go kill this guy. And 1, 2, 3 peasants, it adds up. Right? It adds up. Meanwhile, Baclkprisme, after the TP, is going to creep. Yeah, only base dive if you plan on TPing, or you're really successful. But generally, it's not really worth it. Unless, of course, depending on how early in the game it is, you bought yourself a staff, and you ran in and sold your TP, and then you can staff out because there's no bash or anything like that. Right? Farseer's coming back. See, this isn't quick pick off. That could be a quick pick off. Just to buy yourself some time. You can let the wolves do the work. You can come check to see what's going on over here. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. When did that count on planning on TPing? What do you mean, base diving? No, base diving sometimes happens by accident. Oh, he might get surrounded. Focusing down the Archmage. Grunt coming out. Took a lot of damage. It looks like he's going to lose the Grunt here. Farseer taking too much damage. Headhunters or wolves are chasing down the Archmage.
A player's forces are
And behind this, the blacksmith's not finished. Tier 2's almost done. Tier 2's almost done. Archmage taking lots of damage here. This is really good. The footy should definitely be targeting the headhunters. Bought a scroll of regen and casted it immediately and then got attacked. So that's a mistake by Meanman, and he has to TP. But Baclkprisme really put it under pressure here. And you don't need to chase the Archmage. You can kill the footies here. There you go. Level 2. Level 2, you can dance around your headhunters, you can micro your units. And now you're killing tons of units. Tons of units. MK Shadowhunter in production. This is looking very good for Baclkprisme. Recast the wolves. Hey, don't want to be too close to the arcane tower. And lose a headhunter here. Oh, nice micro back. Ooh, 8 life. It's gonna instant die. Nice try on saving though. So close to level 3. Archmage still running around. No sanctums. MK's out. So the pressure's preventing him from macroing. And we're just getting more headhunters. Honestly, I think at this point, you can just keep pumping headhunters. You can go tier 3. Get berserkers. Show a bit of flex.
under attack.
No, if I was... It depends. Because if you're this far ahead and you know he's got nothing, you go tier 3. Oh, you're going tier 3? That's good. Very good. And just keep pumping headhunters. Get your burrows, get your headhunters. You can bring a peon. You bring a peon and build a shop somewhere nearby, like here. the spell back to. Oh, Archmage is dead. And now he's got level 3. This is very nice. Pull back into a nice fighting position. And see if you had a peon and you brought your shop here, go pull back to it. He loses a headhunter, gets a footy. So these guys should not be in the front line. And Hex is the MK. Still level 1, Shadow Hunter. So level 1 Bolt is not really strong. Useful, but not strong. And that's a dead MK. Level 2, and that's GG.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the channel.